Hey guys, Julie here. Today we're going to be making some beer battered onion rings. Alright, and I have my onions here and I already chopped off the tops and I also soaked them in some ice water. You don't necessarily have to do that, but it helps to take out some of the bitter taste and make them a little bit more sweet for after you fry them. Alright, and I have my mandolin slicer, so we're going to use this to slice up the onions. This will just help to make sure that all of the rings are similar size. Oh. Okay. Gosh. Always use this little cap when I'm messing with this because it's very sharp, but it's definitely not as easy with these onion rings. Got some tough skins. Right. Some of those are really thick, but that's okay. Alright. And then after we slice them up, we'll just separate all of these rings. Whew. Separating these reminds me of watching The Simple Life. If you know Paris Hilton and Nicole were separating the onions and they were supposed to separate each one, but they got tired of separating them, so they started just trying to jam, like whole slices into the machine, and it was a huge mess. But I remember watching that and thinking, oh, it does make their onion rings, and for some reason I just assumed that they came prepared in a bag. Alright, now we have them all separated. Alright, we'll go ahead and get the batter ready. And so I have some flour here. We'll go ahead and put some paprika and some garlic powder in there. Some salt and pepper. Mix that up. And I'm just going to save these absolutely destroyed ones for other meals. Okay. Just save those for later. Alright, and we're going to pour the beer in here slowly. Oh, yes. Oh, stinks. The beer is kind of gross, but once it's mixed in with the flour and the paprika, it kind of starts to have a bitter smell. I need a whisk. And we'll just whisk that up really well. Alright, I have some cornstarch here, and so we'll coat rings in the cornstarch before putting in the batter, and that'll help the batter to stick. Shake this up. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now my oil should be about 350 to 375 degrees. We're going to do about 5 at a time to start out with. So you'll just put each ring into the batter and make sure that it's covered really good with the batter. The batter will be a little bit thin when you first do them, but it gets a little bit thicker over time. Then we'll put them into the oil, and you're going to want to make sure that they have enough space. You don't want them to touch too much. They'll sometimes end up touching each other either way, but it's not that big of a deal. This type of batter just tends to kind of cause them to stick to one another. Alright. Then once they have this pretty golden color, we'll go ahead and pull them out. They smell so good. I wish I could do a lot more at one time. This is where a deep fryer would come in handy. I'm pretty sure this is why they invented the blooming onion, because you could just do one whole onion at one time instead of all these individual rings. If you have some of the smaller pieces, you can even put them in between the bigger pieces. That way you can fry more at one time. I was starting to regret cutting 3 full onions, but they taste really good, so I'm okay. I'm just gonna take a little bit of time. Then we can just put them on top of a burger or just as a side. They can be a bit time consuming, but they're better than any onion rings that you'll find at a fast food restaurant or most places. I'm not a big beer drinker, but I love anything beer battered and fried. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.